Okay. Welcome. Welcome, my friends, to this match against this Gwen. I'm gonna do my best to just farm that health. Farm up that health. Now, unfortunately, I was hoping it's gonna be against Irelia because, well, I personally believe that Irelia has had her time and that those days are over. But, oh, Gwen, what are you doing, lady? Why are you letting, as the universe once said, whenever you go in, be careful that you don't go out. It actually makes a little bit of sense, Actually makes a little bit of sense. Yeah, somebody on stream, like 10 streams ago, said, hey man, where's the Yorick, where's the cosmic game? And here's the cosmic game. Now, I don't particularly enjoy playing against this champion because I don't have items in mind to do against her. So you might see me be lost, But again, as the universe once said, sometimes being lost is just a prelude to being found. Damn. With this music in the background, it does sound profound, okay? It does sound profound. You know what? Oh, baited. Does she have only one? Yeah, I think she has only one, right? Yeah. Meaning the dash. The dash. Meaning the dash around. Oh, sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus. You know what I discovered, by the way? There's an actual artist called DJ Poolboy. Yes, you heard that right. There's an actual artist called DJ Poolboy, and I'm not kidding. And he makes atmospheric music, but it's more like a summer, spring break vibe. I showed it to the maiden, to the wife, and she actually kind of, she didn't understand why am I laughing, but it's okay. But it was okay. So the Bramble Vest is a terrible choice against Gwen, but since she's so far behind, I don't think I care. I do not believe I care that it's a terrible choice. Whoop, let me get one more of those. She's not letting me. Just because, all others do that AD damage, right? Whoop, there it is. And DJ Poolboy, if you think that his name is not spelled, the boy is not spelled with an I at the end, you are big time wrong, because it indeed is. It indeed is spelled like that. So, you best believe. Whoop, there it is. I knew that she's going to do that. I kind of had, as the universe once said, sometimes when you know things, be careful that it's not the things that know you. Well, this one wasn't that good, so I'll actually let it slide. Okay. So buckle in, not buckle up, or buckle up. I think buckle up they also say. Buckle in, because this is gonna be the most boring Yorick game of all time. Because in no uncertain terms, Yorick is sliding into, Riot is kind of sliding Yorick, letting him slide into becoming the most boring champion of League of Legends. And I have to say, although that sounds, at first it sounds pretty bad, it can actually be satisfyingly boring. Oh, three of them. No, I can't deal with three of them. No way. Or can I? No, that's sad. That's actually not satisfying at all. That's just sad. That's just sad, you know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. What if Master Yi does something? Okay, maybe I can. Okay, this is very, 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 very interesting, because now, what if I swap? Oh, ego is top. Okay, so the swap is not gonna really do much. It's fine. It's okay. So Yorick is sliding into becoming the most boring champion of all champions, but it could turn to be a satisfyingly boring situation, but it might not. But I'm just hopeful that if he becomes what I think he will become, it could be pretty, you know, satisfyingly boring. Because for a long time I've thought that I need to become a little bit more boring in my life, you know. I think she doesn't win this even if I don't have Maiden, you know. Yeah, I just want to bait her until the Cho'Gath comes, but, you know, he doesn't. Okay. Okie dokie. So we'll see, you know, but he's well on his way of becoming the most boring champion in all league. Oh, there it is. How did she know? How did she know she has to check? But the question is, what did she see? You know, if you're not ready to see, why are you looking? As the universe once said. I remember when I was in 10th grade, I was sitting down, you know, in a classroom, and I had this friend by the name Oscar. And for no reason, I just said to him, with one of my classmates together, you know, there was some conversation, and I said to him, Oscar, when are you gonna stop looking and start seeing? I said that because I might die. Because I had heard it somewhere, and I just felt like it's a funny thing to say. And one of my classmates heard that, and he was like, whoa. And he was just baffled. He thought that I'm the smartest person in, you know, ever after that. He mentioned it many times after that. He said that, hey, you know, that thing you said, that's deep. That's deep, man. And, oh, that's a good swap. I'll take it. No problem. I'll take it. No problem. I'll take this swap. No problem. Okay. I actually don't want to miss that much CS there. Oh, gotta be careful with these, by the way. So that's kind of funny that happened. I don't have too much time to deal with her, but it would be nice if the cat didn't die. Okay. Okay. Hopefully these cats are gonna... Okay, it's time to get her. Sorry, Aurelia. You know, as the universe once said, you might try, but sometimes the universe tries you. Sorry, you know, this item is just too funny. This item is just too funny against Aurelia. Yeah. So that's that. I don't even remember what I was saying. Something about the classroom a long time ago. Actually, Gwen could gank me together with that Yarvan. Her name is Ego. That is just the most perfect thing of all time, because... Okay, let me just very quickly reposition myself here. That is just a perfect thing, because she did the most perfect ego thing she could have done when she went there. Because, okay, because she was trying to measure the, she was doing that measurement battle. She was being cocky. And, it is kind of appropriate that the word cocky is like that because, well, when you get cocky, you get into that measurement battle, and sometimes it turns out that, the guy in the cat suit, which is, this guy, actually wins, He brings out that ruler and, even if your name is Ego, you kind of end on the losing side of that, on the losing side of that. Now, she does have this, don't care, because I think I'm just gonna buy the what's it called? Leandries, yeah. Although they don't have too much health, so I don't think I need Leandries this time. Okay, what's going on here? Let me do some gardening. This is part of Yorick becoming boring. He just has these tank items, and the jury obviously is still out about all of this. But I just have this feeling that if you have a little bit of... does she even... can I slap? I'm just not sure. Okay, whoop, there it is. Oh. Why are you doing a measurement battle? Gwen, what are you doing? I know that you think that I have this item and that you are the only AP, but as the universe once said, if you're the only AP, if you're the only AP, you might be the only AP. You know what, So, okay, can I get this actually? I think yeah. They have a, just a distribution of the damage is pretty bad for this team. So I think that's why they are having such a tough time. I unfortunately released Maiden, so you know what? Let's see. Let me buy Leandries and let's see how much she does. The cat. Maybe because of this Leandries, she's actually gonna win. No, but still pretty cool. You know what I was thinking about? I was watching this video of a professional player analyzing a professional game. It was the Los Ratones, the guy who is the coach for them. His name escapes me, unfortunately, but I saw that, and I thought, and he was talking about there was some kind of a elder fight, yeah. And Pantheon wasn't doing pressure on the Nexus, so they ended up losing, even though he could have bought a pink ward, and they would have been in a bad spot, the enemy team. And he wasn't doing that, and they lost, and he was mad. And I was thinking, hey, even if all of the maiden kills, all of the flashy maiden kills are off the table now, if you release maiden with Leandries late game, the guy who's gonna go deal with her is gonna, in any case, they're gonna lose a lot of health, just because of the Leandries. So it might still make sense to send her out late game. And this is kind of part of the boring aspect of what I said, that Yorick is becoming more boring to play. I think he's a little bit stronger, but all of the flashiness away, all of the strategy of going in the jungle, farming this, farming that, all of that is gone. Especially, I think they are nerfing his jungle clear again. So that means, oh no, we lost the boots. That means that there's going to be less and less of these of these pokes happening in the jungle. That E1 camp thing might just be gone pretty soon. Just pretty soon might be gone. I really hope she's not gonna do that. Yeah, there it is. So honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to this era of Yorick. of this Borick. Of this Borick. Maybe, some boredom is good for our lives. For some reason, me personally, even though I am kind of on the slower side, of the more thoughtful side as a person, I still find myself being in a rush all the time, even though I'm just doing something, and that's a terrible feeling. And I was recently thinking that, hey, I should just make my life a little bit more boring. I should just sit in place more, and think, and maybe not even think, just sit. I have this problem where I read somewhere a long time ago that most of the world's problems come from a person not being able to just sit in a room alone, in a chair. And that just stuck with me so much, because I too don't do that. I too don't do that. And this is a serious cosmic thought, not a jokey cosmic thought. So take it in, please. Now, my friends, there's a little bit of armor. There's no armor, no armor, no. Oh, actually, there is armor on that bard. So, my friends, you should buy some armor, okay? Should buy some armor. No. Oh, actually, she does. Okay, I'll take it. Gotta be careful, because she's gonna be late game. She's gonna start doing stuff, and I'm gonna have to be, afraid. Cat, be fast. Be fast. Don't let Blitzcrank grab you. Boom. There it is. Didn't let that happen. So what would be the next item? Let's think. Probably this. And I would say this. Yeah. That Gwen, she's going to be a problem, but I still have to build, I think, armor. Yeah. Let me tell you, again, one more thing happened that was absolutely perfect. Now, in one of my last videos, not the last one, but I think the one before that, I was complaining that I don't like when people diagnose themselves with all kinds of afflictions that kind of make them feel special, fake self-diagnose with afflictions. And some people disagreed with me that, that's... it felt like people said that, a couple of comments said that, oh, it's almost not a thing. And a couple of people said, yeah, I know this is I dislike it too. And I kind of let it go, because I thought, I don't have a good argument. I don't have a good way of showing what I mean. So I just kind of let it go. And lo and behold, of all things, I'm watching Kill Tony, okay? The latest episode. The arena one. And lo and behold, there's a guy, the bucket pull. He does poorly. Boom, he says he's autistic at the end, okay? And Tony is the host of the show. He kind of let it slide. He didn't mention it. He didn't say anything about it. Master Yi, please save the cat. Save the cat. No, not going to happen. Okay. I'm going to stay here. I'm just going to stay here. And he kind of let it slide, and the guy just went off stage. And boom, the next one comes up. And he too, he bombs. But his jokes weren't that bad. Oh, who is here? Why is he so... What are you doing? Okay, there it is. There she is. I'm really lucky she didn't try to, they didn't triple team me over there. So it's Herald versus Otacon. Okay, it's fine. Well, it's not like I have a say in that, really. Because they have chosen, they made the choice. So lo and behold, the second guy in a row just said, again, the jokes, the crowd just turned on him, didn't like him. At the end, he says, well, I'm autistic. Same thing, 2 in a row. And Tony called him out. He said, hey, is that real, or are you just saying that to be, so that you as a boring person are not as boring anymore? And that was perfect. I thought, damn, I left it up to the universe to help me explain what I meant, and they gave me a perfect moment. And this is exactly what I mean. And what's funny is that of all things, it's on Kill Tony, right? Because I would imagine that this type of a thing would, and it usually is, something a leftist person would do. You know, the victim kind of racking up all those excuses and racking up all kinds of special needs and special stuff. And lo and behold, they do it on Kill Tony, which is mostly, I guess it's like 50-50, but there's a lot of kind of right-wing personnel over there. So it's almost like it's almost like a right-wing thing to do, right? So that's unexpected, you know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just specifically on that show. They very, very, very often call themselves autistic. So the universe actually provided me with the perfect example. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to go to the show and watch it. Damn, I can't do it because Blitzcrank is gonna be here, but I have to maybe, hopefully, okay. No, I don't think I win. 2 would be fine, but 3 is a little bit too much, so I think I got caught a little bit into that measurement battle. And if you're measuring yourself against one person, you know, you have a 50-50% chance of, coming out ahead. But if a couple of people come out of the, let's say you do this in the locker room, because that's, I guess, where people usually do that. A couple of people come out of the, I don't know, the showers or something, and they just, start, they take the ruler and they kind of measure together. You're going to lose, okay? You're going to lose. So I don't know why I got caught into that. So my apologies, my friends. My apologies. Bard. Oh no, it's 5. This is 5. Okay. I actually have to be very careful because we don't really have... This was a measurement battle of 3 versus 5. And again, the ruler... Oh! That Blitzcrank. That Blitzcrank. Oh! Got caught. That's actually wonderful. It's actually quite wonderful. Oh... Oh, this is just something, right? Damn, this is just something that is going on in this match. We have to let's look at the map. Yeah, the Smokey is definitely the guy who's gonna give us the most headaches, just because of the AP, right? So maybe if they catch these guys again overextending, maybe we'll get the Baron because of that. Okay. No, it did not happen. That is a little bit unfortunate if you ask me. Okay. 3.5k. If that's not enough to convince you that this item is worth, I really don't know what is, my friends. I really don't know what is. Now I only have to win the game so that it kind of solidifies, right? Because if it doesn't, well, then the Leandries is going to get less popular, and it's going to be my fault. And it is going to be my fault, you'll see. Okay. Maybe I just avoid Gwen, I don't know. Is that the correct decision? Maybe I just avoid her. Because she is played very, very much these days. People play her a lot. We can do it. We can do it. We just need Master. We just need that Master Yi there. Didn't he just use his speed and stuff? So, yeah. Can he eat it? Nope. He cannot. He cannot do that. This is very good because we get the dragon now, I believe. Right? I don't need to stay here. I can go help that master. Actually, I think we do need to recall. I don't want to recall against her, but I guess I'm the only one who can. Right? I guess I'm just the only one who can. Okay, there she is. Okay. Okay. Careful. Those needles actually do, I believe, max health damage, don't they? This is good because she was... The ungood thing is that me and Corky were kind of spent to deter her, right? But the good thing is that we still got the Drake. You know? He is a little bit mad because we are kind of competing for the farm, which is not ideal, of course. Which is not ideal, of course. Okay. I don't even know what item counters Gwen. I have this fear that no items counter Gwen, so, you know, just avoiding her and running around maybe counters her. Yeah, you can grab me. There's no problem. If Gwen isn't here, you know, it's just gonna be bad for him. Just gonna... Oh, this actually slows me down. That's interesting. This is the first time I see this mechanic. That's smart of him, honestly, you know. That's smart of him. It's a good feel. Oh, how is he this fed? It's a good feeling to be able to just freely go up against Irelia when she's split pushing, you know. Okay, my guy, don't fight me. We need to go to that Baron. Oh, actually, we don't. Actually, we do not. Okay. Okay. Is Corky gonna die? He could die. He should be very careful. Because if he dies, I need to panic recall or panic TP or panic something, you know? Okay, they are doing this now simply because of the way that everybody went to deal with this Gwen. Yeah. Hopefully I do something here. You know, the Baron maybe finishes some of them. No. No, but I had to try, you know. I had to try. Because Gwen... Yeah, Gwen did the... Well, she did the thing, right? That's what it's called. She did the thing. But it's kind of okay because they all die, right? Oh yeah, it's actually... Wasn't it worth for us? I think it was at the end of the day. I wonder if I need this. Or this. You know what? Let's try this. As the universe once said, when you try things, okay, be careful so as not to try God, right? Because if you try God, well, you know, and by God, I don't mean Kanye West. I don't mean Kanye West, even though he would disagree. There's this clip of him saying that he's God. God? Okay. I don't know what's going on with my teammates. Master Yi is really not a master. He's more like an apprentice Yi. Damn, if Riot added this thing where his name would be apprentice or follower Yi, or just what else can I call him? If he has a bad score, that would be the funniest thing in the universe. Okay, Bard got... I can't TP there. It's just a lost cause. Sorry. Hopefully we don't lose the dragon after this. What sometimes happens... Oh, Bard is actually... You know what Bard is? Bard is actually the guy who does the flute music. He's the one who's just running around the map. And, you know, the Spreedit is from... Oh, Blitzcrank could die. If he isn't careful. Don't do that, Jen. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do the thing I mentioned in the beginning of the match. I think Irelia, I think she doesn't have TP, so it's just not gonna apply. Huh. Interesting, you know. Interesting, because I could release Maiden and hope that she's going to be bothered by her, but she might not even be bothered by her. Don't go there, Corky. Don't go there. my microphone got plugged out for a second here. Unplugged, not got plugged out. And it seems like in the meantime, Master Yi and Cho'Gath died. So that is not something you want to see, right? But it's not like Yorick. You know, Yorick might have become a little bit boring, but he's still a great farmer. He is still a great farmer. Oh, was that Gwen? That wasn't it? I don't know if I can win against Gwen late game. She's known to be this very, 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 you know. Okay. I have a feeling that we can't win this. I don't know. I feel like I feel like this is just one of those games, you know? I feel like this is just one of those games. Even though, to my mind, I look at the lobby and I think, hey, you know, there's a lot of... they have such a composition that they just can't. But, well, maybe they can. Maybe they can at the end. In the end. Okay. Okay. Hopefully they get away, because... No, they won't get away. It's fine. You know, for me, it's fine. For them, I don't know why they fight there, honestly. You know, maybe they got caught. I'll give them that. But these pings are funny. Look at these pings to me. Come on. Where's the Mars bar? Where's the Mars bar in there? Damn. Master Yi, come on. You have to be much better than that. You can't be this... You can't be this... I don't know, irrelevant would be the right word, I think. Okay, that Blitzcrank got blue-balled a little bit. Actually, because of me, they don't finish the match now. Only because of me. Right? So, as the universe once said, the one who you ping is the one you shouldn't ping. You know? So we have one more chance, or from their perspective, it could be just a little bit more suffering. But as the universe, not universe actually, but as Buddha said, life is suffering. So if you suffer in League of Legends, that's just life, right? That's just life. I really don't know. We actually have a little bit of damage reduction, right? Okay. Okay. You know what's gonna happen? There's gonna be a big moment with that Master Yi, and he's just gonna go in, and you know how it looks when he just becomes invisible. He, you know, one person dies, he just jumps like a pinball from one person to the next, and everybody, you know, everybody's happy on our team, of course. On the enemy team, well, on the enemy team, they would be just on the receiving end of that. So, okay, they get another Baron. They get another Baron. Maybe it's just a feed, right? Maybe there's not an answer. Sometimes there's not an answer. Come on, you know? Why am I trying to get an answer when the answer is not looking for me? Right? Maybe the answer is somewhere up in the air. Meaning that you can't get it. Okay. There's that Gwen, you know, I don't know. I don't know. There's that slow. There is that slow. Very good. We actually, that was a teamwork, you know, that was teamwork. That was big time teamwork. We just have to get away now. There's no Mars bar there, but there's a big Mars bar over here in the form of Irelia trying to end the game. Okay, she's gonna try getting me, I guess, right? I don't know. Okay. There's that Yarvan. I think we can go in, right? These guys are way cockier than they should be. Although I will die, probably. Or will I? That Jin. That Jin. Okay, they... they weren't... Oh! How did Bart do that? Was the little ghoul, the cat, doing the most damage from the Leandri's Torment? And that's why Yarvan died? Maybe. Okay. This is a good item. Against, you know, such a fed ADC. It would be nice if I could just, you know, just press that humility. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Some kind of a miracle needs to happen with maybe with the Elder, you know? Maybe with Elder. Okay. Late game is here. Late game is here, and usually when it's late game, maybe it's just the rhythm of the matches, because 30 minutes is a lot. And oh, do I have to TP suddenly? 30 minutes is a lot, and I kind of... Oh no, don't stay there. Come on. Well, why am I even commenting? Maybe he did the right thing, because he got that that Guardian's Angel. Yeah, this is just, it is what it is. This is the last stand, and I think I'll see you guys in the next one, my friends. I think I'll see you in the next one. Because this is a little bit too much, okay? Nexus Gap. Again, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you next time.